this is gonna be a little bit of a different video because this time the development knowledge of this is not much. We're going to go over the armor, armament, mobility, and crew as well, because why not? Am I right? Ha 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 ha. I'm not a robot, I swear. Anyways, get on with the show, mate. Before we start, I would like to say sorry, but there's construction work going on upstairs, so there's gonna be a lot of that noise on the background. If you don't like it, you can fuck off. In 1934, delays in the design and production of the Panzer III and Panzer IV of Fear medium tanks were becoming apparent. Designs for a stopgap tank were solicited from Krupp, Mann, Henschel, and Daimler-Benz. The final design was based on the Panzer I, but larger, and with a turret-mounting 20mm anti-tank gun. Production began in 1945, but it took another 18 months for the combat-ready tank to be delivered. Design. Armor. The Panzer II was designed before the experience of the Spanish Civil War of 1936-39 showed that shell-proof armor was required for tanks to survive in a modern battlefield. Prior to that, armor was designed to stop machine gun fire and high-explosive shell fragments. The Panzer II A, B, and C had 14mm slightly sloped, humongous steel armor on the sides, front, and back, with 10mm of armor on the top and bottom. Many II C were given increased armor in the front of the vehicle, starting with the model. The front armor was increased to 30mm. The Model F had 35mm of front armor and 20mm side armor. This amount of armor could be penetrated by towed anti-tank weapons such as Soviet 45mm and the French Canon the 25 and Canon the 47. Armament. Most tank versions of the Panzer II was armed with a 2cm KVK 30L-55 autocannon or autocannon. Some later versions used a similar 2cm KVK 38L-55. This autocannon was based on the 2cm Flak 30 anti-aircraft gun and was capable of firing at a rate of 600 rounds per minute or 280 rounds per minute sustained. From 10 round magazines, a total of 180 shells were carried, so it did not have enough to sustain fire for a minute. The Panzer II also had a 7.92mm Maschinengewehr 34 or MG 34 machine gun mounted coaxially with the main gun. The 2cm autocannon proved to be effective against many Allied tanks, and experiments were conducted with a view replacing it with a 37mm cannon, but nothing came of this. Prototypes were built with a 50mm tank gun, but then the Panzer II had outlived its usefulness as a tank regardless of armament. Greater success was had by replacing standard 2cm armor-piercing explosive ammunition with tungsten-cored solid ammunition, but due to shortage of tungsten, this ammunition was chronically short supply. Mobility. All production versions of the Panzer II were fitted with the 140 PS gasoline-fueled 6-cylinder Maybach Hagel 62 TRM engine and the ZF transmission model. Models A, B, and C had a top speed of 40 km per hour or 25 miles per hour. Models D and E had a torsion bar suspension and a better transmission gear, and a top road speed of 55 km an hour and 33 miles per hour. But the cross-country speed was much slower than the previous models, so the Model F reverted to the previous leaf spring suspension. All versions had a range of 200 km or 120 miles. Crew. The Panzer II had a crew of 3 men. The driver sat in the front left hull with a gearbox on the right. The commander sat in the seats in the turrets and was responsible for aiming and firing the cannon and coaxial machine gun, while a loader/radio operator sat on the floor of the tank behind the driver. He had a radio kit on, and they left several 20mm ammunition storage bins. Well then, again, sorry for all this noise. This has been War Machines, and I hope you learned something today. Goodbye.